Okay guys, I have a Photoshop file here and I've made my pixel sheet. Here's my 10 objects that I've listed, and what I want to do is I want to go ahead and export them over to my Unity project. So let's jump over to the Unity project first. And in the project view, I have my scene view, and I'm just working on a new scene here. But before I add in my nice pixels, they're called sprites. So we're going to go over to the sprites folder and we're going to make a new one. I'm going to make a new one. I think this is going to be easiest. Create a new folder, and I'm just going to call it pixel art. And I'm going to put my art inside here. All right, so I'm going to jump back over to Photoshop, and I'm going to go up to File, Export, Quick Export as PNG. And I've labeled it spritesheet.png, and now I'm going to go ahead and make sure that I shop for the correct folder. All right, so I'm going to go up a folder. I'm going to go to Sprites, and inside Sprites I have my pixel art folder, and I'm going to go ahead and click on Save. All right, so now I should find my pixel art in the pixel art folder, and if I click on it and I look in the inspector, it gives me information. Well, this is a pixel art that's sitting on a sprite sheet. So one of the things we need to do is cut up this sprite sheet into individual sprites so that we can use them. Right, sprites don't take up a lot of space. So we want to go ahead and now break them into smaller units. So under the inspector, I've selected my sprite sheet, and under the selector, under sprite mode, I don't have a single sprite, I have a multiple sprite. So choose multiple and make sure you hit apply. Then what we're going to do is we're going to go to the sprite editor and slice them up. So we'll click on splice, sprite editor. And I'm just going to bring this over into the center here. Here's all my sprites. All right, I'm going to click on Slice. The type is going to be by cell size. And the cell size is going to be 32 pixels. Right? And then I'm going to go ahead and click on Slice. Now, if I select one of these, we should see the border around each one. So I don't have to slice each one out. It's automatically doing it for me. All right, here's my slices. Looks good. I'm going to click on Apply. All right, I can close this down. And now if I go down to my pixel art, I can see my individual art pieces, and I can simply drag them right onto my player canvas. And if I want to change the size, I just go up to the scale and change those. All right. Now, one of the things you'll notice is it looks a little bit blurry. Okay, so we need to do one more thing to improve this. So you're going to go back over to your sprite sheet, right? The inspector for the sprite sheet, click on that. And then filter mode, we're going to change this to point. Now take a look. As I go to point, take a look at the quality of the sprite. Yes, now you can see the individual pixels. It looks a lot better. Now anything that I drag in there, it's going to go ahead and it's going to go ahead and look a lot better. I had to click apply there. All right, so I've got my item here. We'll go ahead and change this to a 3. Right, and you can begin to see that. We'll go back over to the sprite sheet one more time. So our filter mode is in point. It's applied to the whole spreadsheet. We may want to go ahead and change the format to RGBA 32-bit. Click on apply. If we do it as the default, then all of these other formats that we go for, if we export as a WebGL, it'll be in RGBA 32-bit. So we're going to go ahead and change that as well. So that is how you go ahead and import and slice up your sprite sheet, and then go ahead and change it so the pixel quality is well improved. And that is the process. So go ahead and give that a try, and contact me if you have any questions.